about this sign though?
I
Humane
don't
meat
eat
does
pork.
not exist.
I am Muslim. I don't eat pork.
Well, okay, but what if it was a cow? You think humanely kill a cow?
Humanely?
I think.
Yeah.
Do you know what this
wait a
is?
minute.
I think that's a good question. I agree with what you're saying, but the problem is that God made it like that.
Well.
All religions.
Okay, wait. We can explain it like this.
Judaism, Islam, Christianity, they all eat meat.
According to our religion.
Yeah, but they also ate meat when they were in survival situations.
But let me tell you something. Our God created us, our system is not to eat vegetables. You have to eat meat.
But biologically, though, that's
science.
Biologically, we are designed to eat. All the way from our teeth to our jaws to our intestines are all herbivores, not carnivores. Carnivores have short digestive systems, which pushes the meat through fast so it doesn't cause disease. That's why you'll never find a true carnivore with clogged arteries and shit. You know what I mean? They don't get heart diseases like we do from eating meat.
Maybe moderately, not to be like a meat eater. I eat meat, but I don't eat it every day.
But
what about
the question?
What about
this.
moral?
Wait, but this is the question. Is this? It's kind of like saying, okay, yes, we know that we have one creator that created everything, the seen, the unseen, all these things. But, or is everything on this earth here for eating purposes, or is it freedom of will that you choose to eat those? And is
freedom of will.
You know what I mean? I understand where you're coming from.
Because they have life.
You know?
Do you think God made animals for us to eat and give them the ability to emotionally feel pain, fear, anxiety, everything?
But see, even us as humans, we endure that too. So
it's like people kill each other every day.
That don't make it moral.
No, exactly.
I understand.
But I think
but
nobody has the pure
food.
answer. I think that we're all, how can I put it? It goes even deeper in that. It's like saying, if I am from North Africa and you are from America, our parents met how? Our parents got together. Maybe it was an act of God. He took one person from there to there to there to there, and He gives us freedom of will. So therefore, by our influences or where we're born or where we're raised or structurally fed mentally, will give us a perception of what we eat and what we don't eat, I guess you could say. You know what I mean?
Well, that's only what you perceive and not reality. I got a question for you. So would you say God's a compassionate God?
Are you in survival mode?
No, but
I would say God is a
compassionate God?
Compassionate God, a loving God, and could be
you know what I mean?
a God.
I mean, I understand. I love
So, for example, if you're in a room holding a dagger, you've got a lamb there, you've got God here, and Satan here, who wants you to kill the lamb?
If I were forced to kill a lamb, I would slaughter it in a religious
Who wants you to kill it?
Who wants you to kill it? I don't know. Maybe it would be myself if I were hungry. Because I have
Right.
But it would be how you would perform that act.
What does Satan do?
Yeah.
No matter what. It's not to kill like in a way.
Nothing?
I don't know.
Or whatever it might be.
Have you ever been deceived? Would you know if you'd been deceived?
This is not.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
This would exist
because we're human and we have imperfections and we make mistakes and we misinterpret.
Right.
We say in Islam that we have in English
and I mean this is standard practice.
Nuts in English would be converted to conscious.
Okay.
And let's say we have different departments of consciousness.
Right.
And depending what is fed from small in those departments will determine how we perceive.
I believe in a God, but I'm not.
Right.
So if I were in the room and there was a lamb and I have Satan on one side and I have God on one side, in my religion, God created Satan and God gave freedom of will to me.
So God's saying you've got freedom to choose.
Yes.
Compassion or cruelty.
But why are you in that situation? Are you in that lamb for what reason? Is it because
can you not even think about the lamb, the baby?
I do. That's why in Islam we're not allowed to slaughter pregnant women, pregnant goats or sheep. And there's limitations on the male because you don't want to stop the procreation. You know what I mean? Like
so in Islam you just cut the throat and let them bleed. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, we make a small incision. We talk to them. First of all, we approach them. We pray.
Is it like halal?
Yeah, exactly. First of all, we are clean. we went out and we prayed, we asked for forgiveness, we asked, thank you God for whatever is on the earth that we chose to consume. Then we go to the sheep or the goat, we talk to them, we pray to them, we tell them thank you for your existence, you know, I'm in need of you for these reasons. And then we cover their eyes and we do it very fast. And
then they choke on their own blood.
Yes, well, I guess so. I don't know. I don't know the method. I just know that we do it very fast and we try to do it as simple as possible.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
On the,
Even some people are different. Just because one takes the act to do it, different people do it different ways. Sometimes there's vulgarities.
Right.
Sometimes there is no prayer. Sometimes there is no consciousness.
you know, you don't have to eat meat to get into heaven.
No, I know that.
It's
I don't
not.
know what that is. No. I eat meat as a choice, just as I eat fish.
If you were to put yourself in an animal's position, would you want you to choose
I wouldn't.
a vegetable instead?
You know, we've lived in several countries where cannibalism was enforced,
Right.
and it's very scary. You know, you don't want to be hunted, and you pray that okay, I don't want to be hunted, but I don't know. I don't know everything. I cannot answer for everything, and I do understand what it feels like to be hunted, because I have been hunted, and I have escaped. And there's been laws that protected me to a certain degree, so I don't know.
So where do you buy your food from around here? Do you go to restaurants?
We go to the Amish farms.
And you buy like halal meat?
Exactly.
How do you know it's halal when you buy it? They just tell you?
No, I slaughter.
Oh, okay. Oh, you
We clean it.
Oh, wow.
We don't eat in restaurants for many reasons. Number one, cleanliness. Number two, intent of the individual, meaning that we believe that when someone prepares food for you, what is the intention behind it?
Right.
While they were doing it, and then what is the cleanliness behind it, and then how did the animal suffer or not suffer? You know, what is this? What is that? So we choose not to eat out, and if we do eat out, it's going to be maybe something like, I don't know, maybe ice cream.
I don't know if you've ever seen what the pigs go in a farrowing crate. They're not able to stand up or roll around.
We go fishing. We're from California, so we would get,
really?
you know, in the boats, money, this and that. So we don't eat pork. The only reason we don't eat pork was because in the Old Testament and in the Quran, or even Judaism, it states that God had cast the evil spirit into the swine. And, and that
I remember that
it eats its own feces, you know, and that it's not clean. It holds a lot of bacteria.
He even cast the demon into that crowd of swine there. Just that crowd.
I don't know if it's a law. I don't know if it's. I agree with you. I don't know if it's particular that particular one, or now it's made a habit. Okay. But we refrain from it. You know, I'm a very optimistic individual. I believe that history is history, but we don't know exactly who wrote it. We don't know. Mankind is fed by interpretation, and we make mistakes.
Right.
So therefore, no one really knows everything.
Yeah, and you're actually innocent unless you know you're doing something wrong.
And how are you wired to know that you're doing something wrong?
Well, you can do two things. You can read a book, and the book tells you it's okay to stab, chop a head off, do whatever.
But who wrote the book?
Or you can believe whatever you see in the book.
Yeah.
Or you can just follow your heart and try and think for yourself, rather than follow the crowd. It takes a lot of faith to stand out and think for yourself.
So they go down here
in front of all my family. They're like turn against me because I went vegan.
Well, I think the first thing that Islam teaches you is that you cannot force anything upon anyone, which reflects freedom of thought.
Right.
Islam is misrepresented globally, but if one really takes time to read logically, they will see that for their own liking, this is for me or this is for me.
I'm not familiar with the Quran. I know the Bible verses, Quran verses.
We are from North Africa and Spain.
Oh, okay.
So North Africa and Spain was influenced by many regimes. Okay, by the Catholic, by the Christian, by the Muslim,
No, they have no respect
by
for
many
life,
non-denominational type
sentient beings
influences.
that
Because there is a
So the
solid
Quran is written in Arabic because it was revealed in an Arabic land,
Okay.
just as you have the Bible that was revealed in English. So the Old Testament was actually the first book that was supposedly delivered by Angel Gabriel.
You can see personalities.
Okay, and it was not rewritten by man. The second book that was delivered, well, kind of jumping around, would be the Quran, because you have the Old Testament, you have the New Testament, you have the King James, but they're all rewritten by man, which is influential.
Right.
But what is influencing man? You know what I mean?
Hey, I know you're going. I got a documentary for you to watch,
Okay.
and it's got your religion in it. It's called A Prayer for Compassion.
A prayer for compassion.
Check it out.
I will. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
I appreciate you guys
Have a good
stopping.
day.
Bye.
And being open-minded with that.
Always. So, the two chicks I talked to.
A Prayer for Compassion. It talks about all the different religions and animals.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the two girls I talked to, one of them was vegan and then the other one was